Hi friends, happy Friday. Today in our math packet, we're going to be going over day 9. The first page looks like this. It has got a jar and some grass on it. And then on the back, it has our recording sheet. So that's got a bunch of the little jars, the grass, and then a line to write your number sentence. We're going to be using some tools today to fill in our jar and our grass. And so it's going to do a lot of flipping back and forth to record my number sentences. So instead of using the one in the packet, I just went ahead and drew one on my whiteboard so that I can play with that so I don't have to flip back and forth as much. So if you want to do that, go ahead and pause the video right now and come back for the rest of the directions once you've gotten this done. All right, once you're ready, our game today also requires us to have a dice that we need to roll. I don't have any at home, so I just ripped up some pieces of paper and I wrote my numbers on them, 1 through 6. And I'm going to go ahead and throw them in our bag, and that's going to kind of be like our random dice while we're playing this game. All right, so the first step in playing our game is to roll a dice or pick a number. So I'm going to pick a number. And I got the number 2. Right, so now I'm going to put that many pieces of cereal into my jar. So I have 1 piece of cereal. It's going to go in my jar. And then the second piece of cereal is going to go in the jar. And then my directions tell me to put the rest of them onto the ground. So I'm going to put the rest of my pieces of cereal on the ground. And today, remember, is all about making that special number 10. So I have 2 in my jar, and I'm putting the rest of my pieces of cereal on the ground. Then our directions tell us to record it on our sheet and write a number sentence to match. So that would look like this. Let me slide that over. I will take my marker, but you may use a pencil. And I'm going to put 2 little circles into my jar because I had 2 pieces of cereal in my jar. Then on my board, I need to figure out how many pieces were in my grass. Help me count how many pieces were in my grass. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there were 8 pieces of cereal in the grass, so I'm going to draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 into the grass. And then at the very bottom here, it's asking us to write a number sentence that matches. So I saw that there were 2 pieces of cereal in the in the jar, plus 8 pieces of cereal in the grass equals 10 pieces of cereal altogether. So I've represented on my jar, and then I've written my number sentence. Next, flip that up a little bit, I would clean up all the pieces off of my board. And then I'm going to go ahead and reach into my bag again, or you can roll a dice at home if you have a dice. And I'm going to pick a new number. This time I have the number 4. So this time I'll put 4 pieces of cereal into my jar. Help me count those. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the rest of my pieces go in my grass. And just like last time, once I have my pieces in my jar and my pieces in my grass, I can go ahead and start recording. So I know that I had 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces in the jar, and then in the grass, I can count and see that I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces. So I'll draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dots. Then my number sentence says 4 pieces of cereal in the jar plus 6 pieces of cereal in the grass equals that special number 10 that we've been working on. So we are finding those ways to 10. It is now time for you to go ahead and stop the video, get your tools ready, get your jar ready, and get your dice or your pieces of paper with numbers 1 through 6 ready, and complete the rest of the worksheet on your own. When you're done, press play on the video and we'll go over the last page that we're going to work on today. Great. So now that you've been able to finish up this page on your own, we will flip, excuse me, until we get to a page that looks like this. We've worked with pages similar to this. You'll notice this time that some of the circles have some drawings in them. I see some flowers and some bunnies, and some of them don't have anything in. So our directions say color the empty circles and write the numbers to make up 10 in the boxes. So my first one, I see that there are these empty circles. I'm going to go ahead and just choose a color and color in all those empty circles. Then, so I finish coloring in my empty circles. Then it says to fill in my number sentence. So I see this number 4, and I know that that represents the 1, 2, 3, 4 flowers that they already have. Then I see this blank. So that blank is going to be for my blue circles or whatever color you chose to color your circles. So help me count how many circles I have now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'll put a 6 in the blank, and then I can read my number sentence as 4 plus 6 equals 10. All right, now it's time for you to stop the video and go ahead and finish the rest of the page on your own. Take a picture and send it to me so that you can be earning your yellow tickets when we get back to school.